How's it going, YouTube? And welcome back to Lay It Down. We're on the way now to film the F100 video. We're so excited for it. Now there's a few big surprises in this video, so make sure you carry on watching until the end. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoy it, and let's get on with the video. So we're down here in Kent with Grant's F100. We'd like to welcome Grant to Lay It Down TV. How's it going? We're so excited to do this video. It's the first video of the series, so obviously it's a special one, a really special one. So how did you get hold of the car?
I had a desire for a V8, and I went onto Craigslist in the States. I bought this from LA, from a chap out there. I asked the right questions about it, didn't go and see it. Just had photos and videos of it. It was a bit of a gamble, but thankfully it paid off. It was the truck that he was taking photos and videos of.
So when you got the car, where did you start with it?
So first thing I did was get it registered to drive over here. So it's basic things like changing the lights over. And then I run it around for about 2 years as it was. Put a limited slip diff in it because burnouts. And yeah, then it was pretty much run it around for 2 years. Make sure the engine gearbox is running nice, and then cut it up.
So it's a big block V8 Ford one?
Yep, so it's a 5.8 V8. Originally it's about 200, so it'll be shy of that by who knows, but I'm going to go for a 4-barrel carb, aluminium intake, and some headers, cam to get this up to between 250 300, so lively enough.
I think that's a perfect amount, especially for a truck like this. It's enough to peel the wheels. It's a big block, it's not a small block. There's just enough oomph in there to make it sound sweet and roll like it should. Tell us what you did with the front axle to make that fit, obviously.
In order to get it down on the floor, I had to remove the Ford setup that was there, which was a twin axle, it's called a twin I-beam setup, and you can never get them to lay low, because as soon as you do, the camber's like this on them. So it just looks ridiculous. So I've gone for a Jag XJS front setup. At that point, I've got 4-pot calipers, power steering, just by changing that over. So it's a front notch raise to get that under. So
4-pot brakes, power steering in the truck. Look, what year is it?
66.
In a 66 truck. Jag XJ front axle.
Yep.
So much work has gone into this over the period of about 18 months, is that correct?
So 18 months of evenings and weekends outside the day job.
Fabrication that has gone into this truck is insane. So it's absolute testament to yourself.
Thank you.
Suspension setup, why did you go with air? Because I don't think the channel even knows it's air yet. Did you have any issues installing that?
No, thankfully I knew that Jag could accept a decent sized bag. It needs a bit of modification to get it in there, but thankfully you can get some really good bags. I run Slam Speciality front bags, and they don't bloom before they expand, so they just rise up. Because obviously anything that touches a bag on movement starts to rub through the rubber, then you have your issues. Whereas these bags, they just go up rather than out first.
So is it a digital setup?
So what I've got for in terms of the management is AccuAir. So I've got AccuAir level, so it's all touch control, it's all height programmable. So if I had a caravan on the back, it would always adjust to that height regardless of what weight's in it, where that weight is.
So it's done properly, absolutely properly. Do you want to tell us about the rear suspension, what you've had to do for that fabric?
So for the rear end, I've gone with a parallel 4-link and a Watts link to control it, because that controls the arc of the suspension, keeps it straight up and down and stops the axle from moving from side to side. That can be done by a triangulated 4-link, so I had to work all this out, but I didn't have enough room. Once I've got handbrake cables, prop shaft, exhaust, all of that in there, the best setup for me was parallel 4-link, and and the Watts-link.
And you designed that all in CAD?
Yeah, so I designed that all up myself, fabricated it all myself, bought all the bar in, stuff like that. Pop that in. It's got a variety of notches everywhere to clear the prop shaft. As soon as you lay it down, prop shaft's at an angle like this. So a lot of the cross beams that were in the truck chassis already, they've been notched, kicked up to clear that prop shaft. So
that's some serious work.
Yeah.
So obviously you're a car man.
Yep.
What other projects have you had? What led you on to this one?
So I've got a split screen camper, 1966.
Nice.
That one's static, that's low. So I've had that nearly 10 years.
Yeah.
That's been restored pretty much as a rolling restoration. The only thing I've paid to have done on that was a headlining.
Right.
So rust repair, paint, a lot. I made my own front suspension beam. The rear end's been narrow to get the wheels in that I wanted. So yeah, it's been pretty heavy mechanical aspect to my life. That's my hobby. That keeps me sane.
Well, we're all car guys, aren't we?
That's
we're all car people. So what are your future plans with it? What have you got going on this year? Any shows? Or?
Yeah, so I've got a few little jobs to do. So the bed floor. So I want to go to Retro Ride Gathering in May down at Goodwood.
Yeah.
Reason for getting the floor in is it's a weekend show. I want someone to sleep. I don't do tents. Players Classic. So yeah, I think that's mainly it. What I've got planned so far.
So you touched on camping in it there, and I mean a lot of people envisage this image of old trucks, and you know without the camper on. So that makes this truck totally unique in my eyes. So why did you go for that style?
So I want to stand out, be different to the point where it's recognisable that it's something that I've done, something that I've created. And yeah, like I say, that main one is partly to do with not sleeping in a tent.
Yeah. To be honest, in my opinion, I'm a truck man through and through. Like my dream truck is a C10. When I saw photos of Grant's truck, in my head I was like, that is totally different. I don't know if it will work. However, now I've seen it in person, mate, this thing is clean through all levels. It just finishes it off in my opinion. I think it's really good, you know. You managed to pick that up in England, that's correct?
Yeah.
You didn't have to import that, you got really lucky.
Yeah.
I think it finishes the truck off. And you know, it's kind of like opening that back up, like you'll see in the video. Opening the back up and seeing all the work that it's done to it is part of it, I think. And I think, you know, the work that's gone into this is absolutely the truck is beautiful. Anyone, tell us what you think in the comments, but in my opinion, the camper is definitely a yes. Definitely a yes. So the wheels, where are you going to go with the wheels? Are you going to leave them like that? Or?
Yeah, so they're all original, so they're burnt into the grille at the front, so that's what they had when it was built. In order to preserve that originality, I want a bit wider, they're quite skinny.
Yeah.
Fine for the front, but to get a bit more rubber out back, I've actually banded it on the inside.
That's crazy. That's crazy, that's really good. So that, obviously you've kept the patina effect on the outside.
That's it.
And kept the originality of the look.
Yeah, kept those hubcaps, those dog dish hubcaps, so.
It's those small things like that people think of, people like Grant, that take a car to another level. And this truck is definitely another level. This isn't just one of those little hot rod trucks out there, bolt on. This is full fabrication. Right guys, so as you know at the beginning of the video I said that there was a big surprise and I would like to finally reveal that. So if you've watched all the way to this point, I'd like to thank you very much. Make sure you like, subscribe and follow to Grant and also us. Ta-da! So as you can see, we have dropped a collab with Tucked Automotive. All of Tuck's information can be found below and on screen. Make sure you go over to Tucked and grab yourself some of this merch. We've also bought Grant one, So that's for you, mate.
Thank you. Cheers, Jack. It's been a pleasure.
No, man, it's been great. I've had a great time, man. This truck, for this one to be the first one on the channel, I'm just so happy. Guys, tell us what you think of the shirts. Tell us what you think about the video. Just let us know what you think, and obviously he's stoked. I'm so happy with this. I wanted to do something with Tuck because they're absolutely killing the game at the minute. So make sure you check them out on Instagram. Give us a like, follow and subscribe, and make sure you check out their website for this merch. There we have it, guys. That was Lay It Down's first truck. It was Grant's F100 farm truck. The engineering that has gone to this truck is absolutely insane. So, Grant, we want to put a little plug because at the minute Grant's a civil engineer, but obviously he builds absolutely amazing builds, and I think maybe it's something you want to do in the future.
Absolutely. So if you want to give us a shout for any support, looking at what you can do geometry wise, or how we can get your vehicle on the floor, or if you want me to have a look at it in person, just give him a shout. For inspiration.
That's it. Thank you so much to Grant.
No,
it's been an
thank you,
absolute
Jack.
pleasure.
Thank you very much. That's awesome.